Hello, Harvard. This is Jason Ness, principal at Niles West High School, and I'm very excited to talk to you a little bit about our school innovation work here at Niles West. I apologize for the crude technology, but there's quite a few things going on here at the high school this week, but we wanted to give you a little bit of context for some of the work that we've been doing, and also to give you some context also for our discussion on the 10th of October that will be joining your class. Really, the big piece, and we've been doing equity work here at the high school for years, and the big turning point and the big pivot for us was the inclusion of our students in the process, and that's been a real game changer. For years, we've been asking the question, what does instructional equity look like at Niles West High School? And through the workshops, in our school improvement efforts, and consultations throughout the years, we've really landed on three big ideas. The ideas of student voice, culturally responsive content and curriculum, and the development of brave classroom communities. And those are the three areas. And what we've done here as a building, that's our overall vision. And we have 8 or 9 different departments here in the building. And each department will develop a problem of practice and theory of action towards working toward the big three in terms of the School Innovation 2.0 vision of the building. And each department with their problem of practice will also develop their own strategies towards working towards the vision, the development of their own metrics, and they've also developed their own year-long timeline in terms of instructional rounds in utilizing that protocol for observation, analysis, looking for meta patterns, and then also the development of their next level of work and the ability to identify gaps in their practice towards achieving the vision here at the building, and using the rounds process as using it as a one part of the data collection process, in addition to some of the survey that we're distributing to the students as well. So beginning yesterday, we began using the Qualia Student Voice Survey. There's a 2-week window right now that we will develop and understand and collect data from all of our students on their perceptions of how they fit in with regard to student voice here at Niles West. And our plan is to collect that information, leverage our students as well, have them analyze the data, again, make connections, develop hypothesis, and also include that survey results into our overall mission here at Niles West in developing our improvement efforts towards equity. We just recently had another workshop, and we've been doing workshops for years, but this year we have a fall workshop series in September, October, November, where we're including a mix of students, teachers, administrators, and not only informing them about the school innovation efforts here at West and some of the history behind it, but also giving them our problem of practice and look-fors with regard to the big three. Again, the voice, content and curriculum, and development of brave communities. So we just hosted another workshop that was last week, and that was quite successful. And again, it was kids that were randomly picked here that volunteered. We had about 80 students in a building of 2,600 or so in a very diverse setting here just north of Chicago. And we had a workshop of about 20 to 25 staff members, administrators, and students that were part of that. And besides just the understanding of the school and innovation work, just the relationships that are built, the understanding of what equity looks like, and also the ownership and the opportunity for our kids to have a voice and be part of the discussions, and also having and feeling part of the building and making decisions moving forward. There's been a lot of buy-in, there's been a lot of excitement. Our administrative team and our staff, the best way I can characterize where they're at in the process at this point is early on, the first couple of years was very technical. We were learning the instructional rounds protocol. There was a lot of questions and concern just over terminology. Things such as problem of practice was very difficult for people to understand, and that level of vulnerability in which they didn't want to express that there was any problems, quote unquote. But moving from that technical aspect to more adaptive change, where they're starting to look and be much more introspective about themselves, their belief systems, much more mindful about equity and how equity plays out in the classroom, but also understanding the importance of connecting with kids and kids with different backgrounds, different cultures, different races, really kids from all around the world, and how central a role they play in the instructional core in the classroom and in moving things along. So there's a lot of work. There's a lot of next level of work, I should say, and we'll be having another workshop in a couple of weeks where it's going to be even bigger. There's much more involvement, a lot of interest, and we'll explain a little bit more of that when we Skype in next week. Thanks so much. Look forward to it.